All you need to know about why Nigeria is probing Meta or Facebook again in 2026. But first, quickly subscribe at Rights Writers to know more. Do not forget to like, comment and share. The latest probe is over two main issues: anti-competition plus media rights, and consumer or data protection. It's not the first time Nigeria will be probing Meta or Facebook. What about the new 2026 probe, which is on anti-competitive practices and media exploitation? President Bola Tinubu directed the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Council, FCCPC, to investigate Meta, Google, X, and some AI companies. Why? Media complaint. The Nigerian press organization and newspaper Proprietors Association petitioned the Presidency. They allege big tech is scraping Nigerian news content to train AI and for adverts, without paying.
2.
Revenue loss. Media groups claim this is costing local media at least 70% of legitimate income, plus jobs.
3.
Fair competition. FCCPC is checking if Meta and others are undermining fair competition, threatening commercial viability of Nigerian media, and violating rights of content creators and publishers.
4.
Goal: ensure competition in the digital ecosystem is fair, transparent, and consistent with Nigerian law. FCCPC says this isn't a presumption of guilt, all parties will present their case. A civil rights group, Socio-economic Rights Advocacy Project, SERAP, also filed a complaint in February 2026 asking FCCPC to probe Meta, Google, X, etc. for algorithmic discrimination, market dominance, data exploitation, and consumer harm. Let's give you some background. Before that, please subscribe to Rights Writers for more of such rights protection and advocacy stories. Now the background. $220 million data consumer protection fine in 2024-2025. This new probe comes barely a year after FCCPC already fined Meta $220 million. What Meta was accused of then: 1. Appropriating data of Nigerian users without consent.
2.
Abusing market dominance with exploitative privacy policies.
3.
Discriminatory treatment of Nigerians vs other countries.
4.
Not allowing users to withhold consent to data gathering sharing.
5.
Invasive practices against data subjects consumers in Nigeria. Meta appealed that $220 million fine and even warned it may be forced to effectively shut down Facebook and Instagram in Nigeria. There was also a separate $32.8 million fine from the Nigeria Data Protection Commission in February 2025 for handling data of 60 million plus Nigerians without proper consent. Nigeria later signed a confidential settlement in October 2025 and waived that fine, converting it to data protection commitments instead. Do not forget to subscribe, like, comment and share at Rights Writers. Now, what is the Nigerian government's concern? 1. Media economy. Nigerian news outlets are struggling while Meta, Facebook profit from their content.
2.
Data and competition. How Meta collects, uses, and shares Nigerian user data, and whether it has too much market power.
3.
Compliance. Making sure global tech firms follow Nigerian laws on competition, consumer protection, and data. The FCCPC says the investigation will be independent, transparent, and evidence-based. However, if Meta is found liable in the new FCCPC probe, here's what it could mean for you as a Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp user in Nigeria. 1. Possible fines and compliance order. This is what happened last time. In 2024-2025, FCCPC fined Meta $220 million for data violations. If Meta Facebook is liable again, expect
1.
Bigger fines. FCCPC can impose penalties under the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act 2018.
2.
Mandatory changes, orders to change how Meta collects data, shows adverts, or treats Nigerian publishers.
3.
Changes to data privacy and adverts. Past allegations were about 1. Using Nigerian data without proper consent.
2.
Discriminatory treatment versus other countries.
3.
Not letting users withhold consent to data sharing. Should Meta Facebook be liable? What you might see: 1. More consent pop-ups, clearer options to opt-in, opt-out of data collection and advert tracking.
2.
Local data controls, ability to see or delete what Meta stores about you in Nigeria.
3.
Fewer targeted adverts, if Meta has to limit how it uses your data for adverts. Now let's tell you about money for Nigerian media content creators. Before that, please press the subscribe button at Rights Writers. The big driver this time is the media complaint. Publishers say Meta, Google, X use their news to train AI and drive traffic, but pay nothing. Here is a possible outcomes. 1. Link tax or revenue sharing. Meta may be forced to pay Nigerian news outlets when their stories are shown on Facebook, Instagram.
2.
Creator fund. Meta may be forced to support programs for Nigerian creators, publishers, similar to what Meta did in other countries.
3.
More local news on feeds, algorithm changes to boost Nigerian publishers. Now, in worst-case scenario, there may be service restrictions. Meta already threatened in 2025 that it may be forced to effectively shut down Facebook and Instagram in Nigeria if fines continue. That's unlikely, but possible pressure tactics include limiting some features until compliance is met. Slower rollout of new AI and Meta features in Nigeria. What assurances for better protection are the Nigerian authorities leaving for users? What is FCCPC and NDPC pushing for? 1. No more take it or leave it privacy policies.
2.
Accountability for harmful ads and content, like the child safety probe India did.
3.
Faster takedowns of scams, fake news, and exploitative content targeting Nigerians. Furthermore, for most users, you won't lose access. What's more likely? 1. More control, you'll get clearer choices about your data.
2.
Different feed, possibly more Nigerian news or media content.
3.
Safer ads, stricter rules on what advertisers can run. Addition, the FCCPC says this isn't about punishing Meta by default. It's to make the digital space fair, transparent, and consistent with Nigerian law. Meta's official response to the new 2026 Nigeria probe so far says, "We've received it and we're reviewing **." Subscribe at Rights Writers for update.